How are we there, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Smashing Crossbar Podcast. I am your host, Josh, once again joined by Benno. Mate, how are we? Well, mate, you know, we're essentials, so get up, go to work, come home, repeat, Monday to Friday. It's pretty much stock standard, so, Oh, mate, yeah, we won't go into too much detail about the TV. It's a soft spot. I've had a rough trot the last couple of weeks, seriously, between the dog and everything else, and the pregnant wife and so forth. But when the TV comes, you spend so much money on a brand new 65-inch TV, and it's shattered in 1,000 pieces when you get it. Not happy, Jan. Put it that way. But yeah, no. Thanks for jumping on again, mate. Let us know if you guys can hear us, obviously in chat. Make sure everyone can hear muted Benno. Well, everything's... I don't understand why, because everything's open. I don't understand how that works. We don't need to hear Benno. It's okay. What about now? It should be open. There's nothing there. Oh, Discord maybe not working. There you go. No, yeah, now go. I think it's audio A. Should be audio A. Oh, seriously, this is why we don't get paid to friggin' interview people. I'm telling you. Oh shit. Anyway, while Ben's doing a bit of friggin' technical. While Ben's talking gibberish and doing the technical side of things, which is the main reason why we've got him here, let's be honest. We are welcomed, obviously, by Lucas Mauragis tonight. It's been a mission. We tried to get him on a while back, and unfortunately couldn't happen. But he's here tonight to talk a little bit about, obviously, his time at the Jets, and just a little bit about himself, and obviously what he wants to get out of, obviously, his football career, being a very young 19-year-old, so the career is pretty much at his feet. You can do whatever he wants with it. How are you, mate?
Good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Mate, it's a pleasure. Finally got Lucas on. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, absolutely, Luke.
I can't hear him yet.
Can't hear him yet? Now, I was going to say...
They won't be able to hear him yet.
I don't know why you didn't sort that out. I don't know why.
I know why. Because you tinker. Because you tinker and I have to fix.
That's right. You find yourselves a good IT guru and doesn't charge too much. Friggin' you keep hold of them, lads, let me tell you.
Well, yeah, one that doesn't charge you anything.
Well, while they can't hear Lucas...
they should be able to hear us now.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear Lucas?
Can you hear me?
Yep, they've got us.
Rightio, we're on. Far out.
Nice.
Seriously, bloody hell. This is... Carl hasn't signed me on for this. I'm meant to be a chief scout. He's got me for the chief scouting role next year. And the whole computer.
No room in the budget. You heard that from Laurie.
Oh, seriously. You can scrape me in. I'll work for peanuts. But yeah, as I said, guys, we're going to chat to Lucas for about an hour. So if you guys have got any questions or anything like that, be sure to throw them in the chat. We'll get to them. We'll talk a bit about the youth system, which is obviously the main thing we want to be talking about here. And obviously his time at the Jets and what his thoughts are under Carl. So, may as well start from the very beginning, mate. Canberra boy. So you played pretty much your juniors there and obviously a little bit of your senior career at Canberra United.
Yeah.
How did it all begin, mate? What age? 5-year-old? Did you late bloomer?
Yeah, well, funny enough, a lot of people don't know this, but I grew up in a small town, south coast of New South Wales, in Mcbreen. Population about 5,000, I'd say. And I grew up there locally. Played in the local club for Mcbreen Grasshoppers, and until about the age of 13, I always wanted to be a professional footballer, and I talked to my dad, and he said, and we decided to give it a crack up in Canberra. So I joined a club up there, Tuggeranong United, and I was about 13 at the time, and I was travelling 3 hours there and back to Canberra to about twice a week to train and play with the squad. And I got identified at local NPL stage with Tuggeranong United, with Canberra United, and the next year, I got accepted into their academy, and with the amount of training at Canberra United in the academy, I had to relocate to Canberra. So I was about 14, turning 15, and I've moved out of home and relocated to Canberra.
Wow.
So that's how my journey started.
So, what happened there? Obviously, you relocate. So you relocated on your own.
Yeah. Well, first year I was with my sister. She decided to move up with me and help me out, and she decided to finish her year 12. Obviously, because it's a different system in school and stuff. So the first year I was just me and my sister.
Yeah. And
then I did it on my own after that. So yeah, I grew up pretty fast, and it was pretty tough, but here I am today, and it's paying off. So it's good.
No, absolutely. Obviously, Newcastle Jets news fan has just come in. As you have Lithuania heritage going off your Instagram, if Lithuania came calling, would you take a chance to play for the national team of Lithuania?
Well,
how strong a background is the Lithuanian? Is your mum and dad Lithuanian, or is it further?
My dad's Lithuanian.
Your dad's Lithuanian.
Yeah.
So you still got that. So you still have the chance to obviously play for Lithuania or Australia.
Yes. Well, ever since I was young, I've always wanted to play for Australia, and so that's my ultimate dream for Australia.
I suppose it's one of those things, isn't it, mate? Where you look at it, it all comes down to the country. It's what it all comes down to these days. It's who gets in first. We've found it with Dykes. Obviously, recently he's now playing. Obviously for I think it's Wales off the top of my head. Wales or Scotland, one of the two there. Where obviously Australia came knocking, but they were a little bit too late, and he picked obviously the other way. So at the end of the day, it's a hard question. Obviously, you're only 19. You
definitely. I still got
it's it. You have so much belief, so much potential. You're part of the young Ollie Roos squad, I believe, the camp last week.
Yeah, the under 20s. Yeah, I was there.
How was that?
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, due to COVID restrictions, they had to make it Sydney based. So it was just me and Noah staying at the camp, the Newcastle boys, and but I enjoyed every bit of it. The quality was really high, and I really enjoyed myself, definitely, and I really hope I can have more opportunity with the young Socceroos.
Absolutely. You keep playing the way you're playing. You played obviously in the back end. You two games that you managed to get on. As I said, you done well. Let's be honest. As Jets fans, the left side at the moment is definitely our weakest, in our opinion, probably mine and Ben's opinion at least. We've just had so much drama. Obviously, Bobby Burns leaving. In our opinion, not getting much of a go, where he should have been playing, as far as we're concerned, a little bit more than what he was. It's just so much. We just want someone to obviously secure that spot. O'Toole's there as well. He played well. But I don't know, mate. Look, at the end of the day, you the back end of the season, 2 games that you come on, you've done your job, which is all that you can, all that we can ask for as fans, and obviously I'm sure Carl was happy with the job that you did. What's it been like for you, mate? What's it been like stepping up from obviously the NPL to the first team squad, the training environment? How are things? Is there anything different between the NPL and A League training?
Yeah, well, the difference is the quality, I believe. I feel like NPL, it's a lot more scrappy. But when you step up into that first team, everything's perfection over there, and it's the speed and the physicality. I don't feel is too much difference, but it's just that quality of individual, and that's what I feel is the main difference.
Yeah. Again, I was never lucky enough to play at that level, but obviously, even stepping from the state league back 20 or 10 years ago, or whatever, when I was playing in the state league, but going down a level again to the so to speak, the local leagues, the physicality I found was a massive thing. These guys obviously playing at the top level, they're not going to. Yeah, they don't care whether it's a training session or not. They want the ball all the time. Did you find the physicality a little bit different?
Yeah, it was a little bit different. It wasn't like men's NPL.
Yeah.
You still have that big boys in that team and in those teams. Sorry, and there's some strong people in the NPL, but so it's I guess it's just more about the type of the way the first team, like the quality of their tackles and stuff, and the way they can push you off the ball is different to what NPL would be.
Yeah, Ben, you got something there, mate?
I got one in here from Luke Sports Gaming in the chat, our resident Jets lad, and that is, when you are playing training, can you understand anything that Carl or Kenny are saying to you? Pretty standard question.
Yeah. Carl, I can understand Carl. Kenny, not so much. Quite difficult at times to understand what's happening, and sometimes I just agree with him, even though I don't know what he's saying.
One of those nod your heads. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly, but no, Carl's quite easy, but Kenny's difficult at times.
I'd imagine the blokes like Kenny and obviously Laurie, the angrier they get and the more frustrated they get, the harder it'd be to hear them. So it's like, if you can't understand an absolute word they're saying, you're not going to go closer to him to find out what the hell he said. You just nod your head and just go, yeah, okay, cool. Try and find one of the blokes who was close to the sideline as the game goes on. What the hell did he say 2 minutes ago? I hope I'm doing it.
Smile, nod your head, big thumbs up from the other side of the picture if you're right.
Absolutely, Elliot. Don't forget Specs in the chat.
Ricky boys come in with it.
Absolutely beautiful. We will talk obviously a little bit about Gabriel Marr, optometrist, our major sponsor, a little bit later in the show. But yeah, look, as I said, what do you think? What do you think Carl and Kenny, I suppose all the coaching staff, what do you think they're going to bring next year, or next season, I should say, whenever that starts? What do you think they're going to bring next season? It's a hard question, I suppose. In a way, it's what do you expect they're going to bring? Obviously, they're going to bring intensity. They're going to bring friggin' I'm going to rephrase it. Carl, we interviewed Carl, and he stated to us that he's a very strong believer of the youth system. He will use youth as much as he possibly can, and he will, give as much chance to the youths. What do you feel? He's given the youth a lot more of an opportunity, and he's in his presence, even of being around, like getting down to the youth trainings.
100%. He's definitely stuck to his word, and I see him and Kenny at youth trainings, and he does bring a lot of young players up, and you can see he does believe in youth, and he's definitely not afraid to give young people an opportunity. That's for sure.
Oh, FIFA 21 brings an absolute great one. I won't say that per se because he will be. But he put in there saying, "Do you think you'll be in FIFA this year? You'll definitely be in FIFA this year. You've signed on. You're part of the squad. You'll be there. What do you reckon your rating will be? What do you reckon your FIFA rating will be?"
Very good question.
Oh, I would have to. I reckon I'll be quite low, to be honest, because I haven't really showed much of myself in the A League competition. I'm going to be guessing like a 55.
55.
Not bad. I was going to go in the ballpark of around 56.
Yeah. I'm not sure, really.
Again, 19 years of age. It's like any youth. Yeah, the youth are very low. So, maybe a good youth future star. Maybe
Costa's been at 58 for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Maybe a future star on FIFA 21. Pick him up nice and cheap, and train the shit out of him up to a 90 rating, and then sell him for millions.
It's not always about the overall. It's about the potential. The potential is what matters.
That's it. Yeah, overall 55, potential 56. It's not good.
No, you don't want that.
No, you don't want that. But see, imagine all the boys, all your mates, and that'll be out there, friggin' knocking down the door, career mode, whatever they're playing, whack him in.
Doesn't matter. At least you can turn around to your mates and just go, "Well, at least I made it in the game."
Yeah,
exactly. I played FIFA with my mates for however long, and we've always made like our own characters on the game, so it'll be really cool if I'm actually on it.
John Brown's coming in. What do you find hardest about being on the ground at the same time as possibly some of your idols growing up? Good question.
Yeah. It's when I first came in, it was actually quite unbelievable, to be honest. I used to remember watching Topper Stanley when he came to Canberra for a match with the Socceroos and Nigel Bugard, obviously. Those players, I always remember watching them on TV when I was young. And, I used to admire a lot of the players. And, I've settled in quite a bit now with them.
Yep.
But at the start, I was a bit starstruck, to be honest.
Who's the practical joker?
I'd have to say Hoffman's pretty funny.
Goat.
Yeah,
Goat.
I haven't been around the team too much, but from
What you've seen.
the time I've been there, I feel like he's got some good jokes.
The typical goat. Yeah, no, he's a legend, the old off. What else we got? I'll sign him up every career mode this year. There you go. Luke's onto it. He's going to pick you up wherever he goes. He'll just carry you with him. Obviously, an interesting question. Obviously, as a fan, and obviously again being in Melbourne, which makes it life hard for us and Ben and I, obviously, to get to games at the youth level. Who are some other like standout players that may get a chance next season? Who are the blokes to look out for?
There's a young kid who was in the A League bubble at the time. There's a few that have been real standouts, and people like Patrick Bond, Ryan Goodhue. There's a 15-year-old Archie Goodwin. They were all in the A League bubble, and they have real potential. Those lads.
Yeah, I suppose that's the best thing. It's all about obviously the development. And I think with Carl at the helm, it's going to be a good. I can see him picking up a lot of youth. Like a lot of youth. Him going around to obviously a lot of the MPL, local MPL, and giving a lot of these 15, 16-year-old kids a chance. Because at the end of the day, it's it. They could have all the skill in the world playing at their local, state league level or whatever it is at 16, but as you said, you get them up amongst the big boys, in a completely different environment, and the standard completely different, and it tests and it breaks a lot of players.
Exactly.
Which I think we've seen a lot in Newcastle football anyway. You know, you look at your Cowburns and obviously players like that who, you know, he done well. I'll use him as an example. Cowburn done well, but at the same time, I just don't think. Yeah, I think he was a little bit behind where he needed to be, and because of that, it obviously shows now he's struggling at NPL level. But
I mean, some prime examples would be like you mentioned, Cowburn as well, but then you've got Kano as well as another one. But then you've got some that have come up through NPL and have actually shined, like Johnny Katrumbas, and Matty Miller.
Yeah, Lockie Jackson. There's a few in there that are...
Yeah, Lockie Jackson.
Yeah, a lot of those players, even like you take Lockie Jackson and Johnny Kay, for example, two blokes, whereas fans, you know, again, I think the biggest thing with us as Jets fans, we expect excellence all the time. And I suppose it's a bad thing at times as well, obviously, you know, as fans, but, you know, not giving a lot of players chances. And Johnny Kay, when we said that to him the other week when we had him on, you know, Ben and I will be the first people to put our hands up and virtually state that we had our doubts, and he struggled for a long time. But obviously, under Carl, wow. Even before Carl, obviously, this whole season, I suppose, he's he's just shot up. He's done so well, and he's his game has changed for the better, which is great to see. And
it's like Carl's style of football that he wants to play really, really suits Johnny.
Oh, 100%. Let's be honest. Well, it helps when he plays in his position that he should be playing in.
Yeah.
But again, fans don't look at that. It's you're a professional athlete. You play where you played, and you do the job regardless whether you've ever played there before or not. But at the end of the day, mate, you'll find out. Hey,
technically Cantor as well.
Cantor.
Yeah, technically Cantor came through at 16.
Yeah, Cantor's. Yeah, I played with Cantor through school and everything else. He's great lad, and the biggest thing is he's still young. Yeah, in A League terms, he's still young, but he's an absolute seasoned veteran, and unfortunately for him, injuries have caught up with him, which is a shame because when he was 16, 17, he was the best thing in Newcastle by far. What else have we got here? For the younger players or the parents of players, what is the best advice you could give to some young up and comer with aspirations of making it like you just have?
I'd say hard work, and hard work when no one's watching really. I was never a gifted player. When I was in the junior ranks, I was never the best player. I was average, and I would just work hard, and from there I was just climbing the ranks, and it's got me to where I am today.
Yep.
So that's probably the best I can give.
Yeah. I've got another question, and that is, before joining the Jets and playing in the A League, did you support an A League club?
Yes, I did. My dad lived in Adelaide for quite a few years when he was younger, so naturally we supported Adelaide United, and obviously that's when I was a fan of Nigel Boogaard when he was at Adelaide.
Mm-hmm.
And and that's who I grew up supporting.
Yep.
But
no, that's all right. We'll take Adelaide. Adelaide's fine.
As long as it's not the coast.
Yeah, or Victory or City. Victory or City. You can't do those three. Those three.
Yeah.
I suppose Sydney as well. Can't do Sydney either. Obviously, obviously watching Adelaide and so forth, talking about watching Boogs there, mate. Do you feel Taylor Regan's hit on Mitch Austin? Do you remember that hit? Can you remember the hit from Taylor Regan on Mitch Austin
in the FA Cup?
Yeah.
Do you feel he could have hit him harder?
Oh, it was pretty weird. That was a very hard hit.
It was a great.
It was a fair hit, and you know what? It only gets better every time I watch it.
It never gets old. It never.
I swear, every time I watch it, he hits that little bit harder.
Yeah. The best thing about that is you just watch it and you just, as a Novocastrian, you just look, you just go, it's so Reeks. It's just, it's just so him. Like it's, I'm getting to the ball first, and it's okay if you get there first. That's fine. I'll have missed the tackle properly, but you'll feel it. Don't worry. What else do you got in there, Benny?
What was the feeling like when you came on for your first game, your debut against the Coast?
It was an incredible feeling. The feeling like all the sacrifices I've made. It just feels incredible to make my professional debut. Words can't explain it really. It was unbelievable.
Was it a long build up, or did you know a couple of days beforehand, or was it?
No. So I knew I was traveling with the team, and I was on the bus, and we got off. We had a pre-match meal in Central Coast, and we had the pre-match talk, and the coach told me that I was on the bench, and because of I think it was Arroyo was injured at the time, and after he told me, I couldn't stop smiling on the bus there to the stadium. So it was.
John's got another one here, which is a really good one actually. What would you work on? What would you work harder on? Your good or bad skills more?
Coming from, I've always used to be an attacking player, a winger, and now that Carl's giving me the opportunity in a more wing back position, I really want to focus on my defensive abilities.
Yep.
And positioning on the ball, and I really want to work on that.
Yeah. What's your natural position?
Left wing.
Left wing.
So it's not too dissimilar to the left wing back role.
Yeah.
I've played in that left back role before, but I've always played it with a view that I'm always a left winger. But now that I'm getting this opportunity in the first team as a left wing back, I really want to knuckle down that position as a more of a fullback and really work on defensive so I can be a complete player.
Yeah. Rightio. I think we've got Benno's back.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry. Child fell, smashed head. Had to go have a look.
Beautiful. That's good. As long as he's all right.
Running a little bit too fast.
Fair enough. What do we got here? Yeah, we lost Benno. Luke was at the game. What have you made of Newcastle so far?
Oh, it's amazing, really. The service of the club is, ever since I've been here, has been top notch, really.
Yeah.
From the staff to the players have been, overwhelming with support. Staff members each and every one of them are, willing to help out and wherever they can, and it's I wouldn't want to be at any other club.
That's good, mate. That's good. It's a good answer. As I said, we want you to again, we don't
want you to be at any other club.
Yeah. Look, at the end of the day, as I said, we know what it's like. Again, you're 19. If we can sit here in say 3 years' time or whatever it is and go, we were the beginning of your career. You know what I mean? Like again, one club players and so forth are not heard of these days. Do we love to see it? Absolutely. But if we can be the start and obviously Carl can give you as much knowledge and obviously experience and everything else, and you go on to greater things. At the end of the day, that's all we want as Jets fans, is to see everyone who comes in the club succeed. Whether that's elsewhere, you sit there and we talk about Naboot, we can have dog shots at him and so forth because he's a traitor and he's gone from Victory to City and via Perth and all those sort of things. But at the end of the day, he was on the scrap heap when he come to Newcastle, and we made him a better player.
Yeah, we bailed him out.
We bailed him out, and for that, it's things like that we can sit back and just go, happy days. We're happy for him, and so forth. So whatever happens, mate. Friggin' at the end of the day, friggin' give it your all, and wherever you end up, just do what you have to do, mate. That's at the end of the day. Don't sit there and don't feel like you've got to promise the club or the fans, the world and friggin' years and years and years. Just take it year by year, mate, and do what you need to do. What do we got, Luke? Well, speaking about the fans, there's Luke there. How the fans treated you, mate?
Yeah. I really appreciate the support I've been getting from the fans.
Yeah.
I've received some really kind messages, and I really appreciate it. It's a really good feeling reading those messages.
John's got one there, Ben.
What do we got here? What are your career aspirations? Staying in Australia, proceeding overseas? If so, what league?
Dream is to play in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I have a British passport. My mum's from England. I want to play in Europe, and I want to play in the Premier League. That's my goal, and
there you go. Bloody hell, bugger Australia. Bloody England could be on the England international call up could be on the cards as well.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, that'd be all at your feet, mate. Look, at the end of the day, Manchester United could use some good players, decent players at the moment. So.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm a Man United supporter, so.
Lukey will be happy with that.
Yeah. Another fan to share in the misery.
Josh not so happy.
What? No, it's all right. Everyone makes mistakes, mate. He come to the Jets. That was his good. He's still young. There's time.
My mom's from Manchester, so.
Yeah, there you go. It's in
the same way that I support. It's not by choice, it's by blood.
Yeah, it's by blood.
I'll put it this way, I'm no Man United fan, but I'm glad you went red instead of blue.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that his parents that have made him to support by blood actually supported a decent side. I wasn't so fortunate.
You'll get there, mate. Elliot, that's a good one. Have you been working on your signature? Sign much merch for friends, family, or fans yet?
I've actually been planning to work on it. It's a bit ordinary at the moment. It's kind of my initials at the moment. So I really need to get the paper out, pen and paper, and do some signatures.
Bloody oath. Now all these go get around the fence line after a game with a friggin' pen and get him working on it and start it next season. Or down at the NPL at the NPL games. What have we got here? Lockie's put in, what's your favourite thing to do other than football?
To be honest, my world has been all around football.
Yeah.
I was quite into skiing, and when I was younger, my parents, we used to go up weekly, to be honest, skiing, and I had to give that up due to football.
Yep.
At the moment, outside of football, I'm currently studying at uni. So in my off time, I'm pretty much just juggling football and uni.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, what are you studying?
What are you studying?
Psychology.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So,
Again, it can tie in with football, which is good. Obviously,
Yeah.
majorly. What do we got?
What do you think of Newey so far? Better than that scummy town down the road?
yeah, no, I love it. I love the beach and I love the warm weather. I was quite sick of Canberra, to be honest, with
Yeah, I'll bet.
days being in the negatives sometimes. The nights being in the negatives, and it wasn't great.
Again, mate, it could be worse. You could live in Melbourne where you get all 4 seasons in one day.
Exactly.
That's it. Now, just remember, mate, that massive roundabout at McDonald's there at friggin' Swansea. You just take a big U-turn around that. Don't go any further. That's the border there. Just stop there.
Yeah, right.
What do we got, Branny? Were you a Mooseheads fan being from Canberra?
Mooseheads. I never partied when I was in Canberra. I stayed grounded and focused on football. I never went out when I was in Canberra, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. Come on, Brandy. He's a professional athlete.
Yeah.
Not a party animal like yourself. Yeah. When you've got goals, you need to knuckle down. Stay at home. Practice your signature. Study. All these things. Obviously, pretty much the end of the season, the NPL. What were your thoughts? Obviously, traveling. Obviously, nearly every weekend, traveling down to Sydney to play games down there. What's the standard like in Sydney? Is it decent in the NPL?
Yeah, it's decent. The teams they're smart. Technically, they're probably not. There's some really good players, but they're decent definitely, and it hasn't been like we've been struggling to put, if I'm honest with you, to put games away, and I think that's the difference between a youth team and a men's team.
Yeah.
And just the way to play the game, they're smart. And yeah.
What are what are some of the things you feel the youth system needs?
Um,
What do the youth players? What do the youth players need more from, say, Football Australia? Even?
I would say more game time. I'd love to see the National Youth League be longer. I think that would benefit our players, by far. I don't think the Youth League at the moment is long enough. Mostly game time, because I feel like the quality of the players is there, definitely. And I feel like the difference between here and overseas is probably the amount of game time.
Yeah, I think Ben and I have spoken about that on many occasions. Obviously, the NPL, the Newcastle Jets, youth, it's just not long enough.
Exactly.
The whole structure between that and obviously the women's game as well, not being long enough. Things like that definitely need to change.
Definitely.
The facilities and that are freaking getting a lot better than what they used to be. Again, I can remember playing on dirt shit paddocks or whatever when I was playing Macquarie rep and stuff like that, and dust bowls and so forth. So obviously the facilities they've got now, like Macquarie out at Lake Macquarie, and even obviously around the local NPL sides, Edgy's just gone nuts, spent millions of dollars there, obviously doing all that up, and
they're doing up the grandstand, aren't they?
Yeah, they've done the ground, they've put the lights in, they've done everything now pretty well. So new bistro as well up the top. So it's all going great guns, but at the end of the day, it's equipment and facilities, and obviously the training, and
that's all there.
As Lucas said, it's game time. It's game time. These youngsters need game time. the biggest thing in Australia. Otherwise, they go overseas. It's
And that's probably another reason why the Jets did move from northern New South Wales to the Sydney-based competition. There's more teams in there.
Yeah.
More competitive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
the travel sucks. But
I feel like it's a chance to, get a taste of promotion relegation, because in the Sydney comp, there's promotion relegation. It's really good to, as a youth team, to get a taste of it.
yeah, you got the next one, Ben?
Brownie chimes in with maybe that's why his athletic career failed. Out drinking. Luke comes in with an interesting one that I'd like to know. How many Manchester United fans are there at the club?
I haven't really spoken to the senior boys about it.
Yeah.
I know in the youth team there's
Be a fair few with them coming up through the late 90s.
yeah. I'd say there's about 3 I've spoken to that are Man United supporters. And that's quite a bit, to be honest, if you're looking at the size of the squad compared to anyone else. Yeah, no, there's it's decent.
Absolutely. Who's the better brother, Costa or Mackie? The S threw me.
They both bring different abilities to the table. Costa's extremely hard worker. Mackie's got like a lot of talent in his ability to move the ball around, his skill. But they're both equally good. I can't.
It's hard to split them.
Yeah, it's hard.
Let's be honest.
Advantage.
Huh?
Does Daniel Mcbreen still go on about his goal from last year's FFA Cup?
No, he doesn't. Nah. I wasn't with Newcastle when he scored that goal, so I could imagine what it might have been the week after or so. But no, he hasn't been mentioning that, fortunately.
It was it was an amazing strike though.
It was a cracker, yeah.
I'm sure Topper's got a photo of him, just a picture of him up in his wardrobe, up in his locker, obviously, of that goal that he scored.
100%, yeah.
Goes on about it every time he sees someone new. Well, welcome to the club, goal of the year. How are you?
Yeah, what makes it worse is now that Topper for the next 12 months is going to have that trophy in his locker for everybody to see that says, "I won goal of the year."
As Boog said last week, he goes, he's not gonna let me live it down now. Yeah, you might be the captain of the club, mate. Goal of the year. Calm down. Who do you find the best role model for the youth players is at the club, or if there's a couple of them, if there's a couple?
Yeah, I feel for me, all the senior boys have really helped me out, but I kind of feel the captain Nige, he really his way of leading the squad is a great example of how you want to be as a player, I feel. And when youth boys come up and train, he's always very he demands a lot.
Yeah.
And that's what you want, because you don't want to be taken lightly when you come into a first team.
No, 100%. What do we got there? Lucas,
the best goal we scored in your career?
I'd say when I was scored recently. I scored a goal I was in Croatia last year with the Croatian team in Canberra, Croatia.
Yeah.
Playing in the Croatia Club World Cup. And I remember I was having the tournament of my life. I remember, and I heard people coming up to me and saying, "Oh, the Dinamo Zagreb are coming to watch this game," or something like that, and I was pretty nervous leading up to it, and I remember I was quite far out. I'd say probably 30 yards out or so, and I had my back to goal, and I just turned and I shot, and it just curled, top corner from quite a far out. It was a pretty crazy goal.
Like the States. Yep.
I've supported the Lakers from a young age, and I was into basketball when I was young, and I used to watch it, but I haven't watched it lately, to be honest, and I really want to get back into it, but Lakers is my team. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I used to make videos, to and the opportunity. I used to make highlight videos, so.
Highlight reel. Here we go. It's what better way to obviously see what's coming to the club than his own highlight reel. Done deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Be sure guys to go over and subscribe to it. I can't remember off the top of my head. Was it just Lucas?
I think it was just Lucas Mauragis. Yeah.
Mauragis, yeah, pretty sure.
Put it in the chat.
Got it in the chat. There it is. Subs coming his way. Here it is. The YouTube channel's going to take a massive boom. Oh crap! Ben's just freaking going shit on me.
Yeah, on me. Relax.
Back. Yeah, it's all good. That was my fault, Brownie. What do we got? Can't hear Josh now. Far out. Anyway, what I was going to
should have just fixed it.
No, I accidentally unmuted it. What was I going to say to you?
Yeah, everybody get down there and subscribe to Lucas's YouTube channel.
Yeah, get down there and subscribe. Where? What was I going to say to you then? I totally forgot about things. I was looking at the chat. Yeah, okay, cool. What was I going to say? Obviously, Carl, Kenny, their pedigree, their careers speak for themselves. I'm sure you haven't been coached by anyone at that level. What do you think? What do you think they're going to bring for the club moving forward?
I think the experience is very, can't really, their experience as professionals. They've all played, high level football, and I feel like Carl is an incredible coach. I can't, obviously he's been my first coach in professional football, but I really feel like the professionalism he shows can really carry on to the squad, and I feel like, there's really positive signs for the future of Newcastle.
Let's be honest. It's a good thing he got out of Vancouver when he did, because they've just been on the receiving end of a 6-0 thrashing by LAFC. So
Wow.
that's just shot up on my phone just then. So that was just random ads. Yeah, LAFC 6, Vancouver 0. So good thing he got out when he did. He said they were having dramas, so that probably explains a lot. But yeah, look, we're gonna slowly wrap it up. As I said, it was more of just a chat. See, get to get to know obviously a little bit about Lucas and obviously what we as fans can expect to see from him next season. Hopefully a lot more game time, a lot more chances, which I think we'll definitely see. With obviously Carl at the helm, he's more than happy to give the youngsters a go when needed, and who knows, maybe even get 5 subs next year. It's it is a possibility. They were talking about it, obviously, which helps. It helps. I think it's a good thing. COVID aside, I think it's a good thing that it gets the youngsters on the pitch. You can make those 3 dominant changes that you need, and then obviously with maybe 10 minutes to go, if he's a dominant and he's winning well, you throw a youngster in there. They need to learn, and the only way they're going to learn is game time.
Definitely,
in my opinion.
Throw in the deep end, sink or swim.
Yeah, absolutely. So, mate, honestly, we'll leave it there. We don't want to take up too much more of your time. As I said, hopefully next year we'll be able to talk a lot more about the games and everything else. You'll have a full season under your belt, pre-season. Maybe we'll talk to you a little bit later on, obviously during pre-season, whenever that may be, and see how things are going, obviously within the club and everything else. But good luck anyway, mate. Good luck this weekend.
I appreciate it.
And honestly, mate, from the fans as well, just good luck, mate. Take your time, do your best, and at the end of the day, we'll be happy as long as you put 100% in on the pitch, mate. We can't ask any more as fans.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
No worries, mate. We'll speak to you soon. Thanks again for jumping on, buddy.
Thank you.
No worries, mate.
Talk soon. See ya.
See you, mate. Take it easy. There we go. Thanks to Lucas for jumping on. As I said, guys, it wasn't a great deal we could obviously talk about. He's young up and coming lad. It's good to see obviously his ambitions, and obviously he wants to be here, and obviously just how much he's worked, I suppose, for it as well is the other big thing. He wasn't out friggin' in Canberra friggin' doing the old moose heads or whatever the hell friggin' Brownie was crapping on about. He's sitting at home studying away and obviously perfecting his game. Dependent on COVID, maybe. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. As I said, the biggest thing is get rid of COVID, so that way we can do a lot more interactive things with obviously the fans/players and everything else. Before we go any further, though, be sure to jump on to the subscription trial with the glasses at Gabriel Mar Optometrist. If you don't need a prescription for these glasses, by the way, they are blue light, just like these ones.
Blue light filters, yes.
Absolutely. Went to Woolgrove the other day, Ben. Specsavers are open, so
now it's finding the time.
Just letting you know. They are definitely
now it's finding
open.
The time.
We'll find to whack it in on a Saturday. But yeah, be sure all subscribers are obviously, we'll get this promo, $99, down from $200. Be sure to go in and ask for Lockie Mar. You get to choose the frame, and then he'll put the blue filter and so forth on it. That simple. But yeah, big shout out to those guys, and big thanks as always. What do we got? It's something different. See from a youth player's side of things. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think the other thing as well is the biggest thing we can do as, I suppose, non-journalists and just a nice, friendly environment. At the end of the day, it helps those kids obviously just get used to talking to sort of media. Not that we're media, but that sort of presence. Yeah. That sort of presence, and like again, the reporters are going to hit you a lot harder than what we did, and they expect a lot, straight to the point, bang, 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 get it done. So, if we can sort of help in that sort of regards, of just making them feel a little bit more relaxed and understanding. I know we don't know what to talk about. The takeover over. What's your thoughts on new bidder Chinese Australia company? As Ben and I have stated on many occasions, I only deal with fact. And at the end of the day, from what they've said on the Newcastle Jets fan page and what they've said on whatever the other ones were, SBS and so forth or whatever, they're nowhere. My understanding is they're nowhere near a final.
As far along.
You know what I mean? They're not as far along as what you guys and what the media and so forth are saying.
They can't be.
No, hell no. Look, at the end of the day, right now, it doesn't matter who takes over the club. It doesn't matter. It could be Alan's lollies for all I care. Like, it doesn't matter.
The two blokes and I made mention this to you as well. The two blokes that are touted maybe to take over the reins, they're no older than you and me.
Yeah, exactly right.
They're babies in suits. It's like watching an episode of Boss Baby.
Yeah. Sorry, lot. My apologies.
Why? What happened? What did you do?
I mentioned the bad word.
What's the bad word?
Competitors.
Oh.
Major competitors.
Oh, you said the S word.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's all Ben's got to go from down here, unfortunately. But yeah. Look, as I said, as for the takeover, look, it's... If it happens, it happens. You know what I mean? We've waited this long. It'll happen. It'll happen eventually. Oh, shit. Nearly just snapped my thing in half. Know nothing about them. Yeah. They've got a company down here. They're obviously in Asia.
Well, they're headquartered there, but they have a headquarters here in Melbourne.
Yeah. Look, at the end of the day, as I said, guys, it doesn't matter who takes over the club. It doesn't matter. There's no point in doing research into it or worrying about who the hell it is. At the end of the day, as long as their ambitions are good, don't care. Don't care who it is. As I said, shit.
Yeah.
Someone who currently owns an A League club wants to take over. So what? Who cares? As long as their ambitions are to make us succeed, as well as whoever the hell their other team is, don't care. So, yeah, but I'm not going to go into the whole, who's buying who and if they are or what they might be looking at or how far the negotiations are. There's just no point. There's no point. Unless we get hard evidence that this is happening and it's a done deal. Yeah. It's what the media want us to do. They want us to go in and then start talking about it on the fan pages and everything else and then get us all rolled up and la-di-da. What happened to the bloke? What happened to the last buyer? It didn't just sizzle then. It just went gone. It just stopped completely. But yeah, anyway, it is what I had to look at their website. Yeah. So, how fans. Yeah, and just like another try. Yeah. Look, at the end of the day, whatever. Put it this way, as Ben said.
And I made this mention to Josh. The only difference between these guys being a Chinese company and Martin Lee being a Chinese company is said new Chinese company has a registered business name, an ABN or an ACN here in Australia, which means getting money from China to their company here in Australia is a hell of a lot easier than say what Martin Lee is, because Martin Lee doesn't have a business.
Correct.
Not to say that football's not a business, because it is a business.
Yeah.
But I was going to say asset, but a football team is an asset. But it's easier to get money through a business, from one business to another business like that, instead of going from a business to a professional sporting team.
Yeah.
Because that's what the Chinese government was cracking down on.
Exactly. So, look, at the end of the day, we're not going to sit here and speculate, which Ben and I will never speculate.
Excuse me.
Whether it be on players' contracts, coaches, staff, whatever, the club in general. Not going to speculate. There's no point. 24 hours ago, Perth thought friggin' they were going to be getting the boot on the back of their shirt, and now they're not. So, yeah, as excited as things may be, especially 23 days ago when they announced the boot, it's all now gone to shit. So they can take things away just as quick as what they think that they're actually happening. So that's why we don't speculate. So
exactly.
probably a prime example of it. Brownie, mate, thanks for the follow. I did see it. I heard it go earlier, but obviously the alerts didn't come up on the thing.
The twat follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, I heard the alert, but obviously with everything in front of it, obviously it would have been behind all the overlay and shit. So that's fine. But yeah, no, thanks, Brownie. Thank you for the follow. If you haven't followed me on Twitch, be sure to go over and give me a follow on Twitch. It's muchly appreciated. YouTube as well, if you haven't done that. Hey.
I think it's !Twitch. I don't know if I've set those up for
you. Yeah, I think so. Can we speculate how long your beard will grow, Josh? As long as COVID's still in play, it's growing. So I'm going to say 1st of December is a good bet, because that means end of November, retail shops should be open. So therefore, actually no, it's earlier than that, because I think October the Blue Beauty place isn't that open. So
no, not even that Newcastle Jets news fanage. You never even made it to fucking Perth.
I'll come back to Perth. Yeah.
You never even made it.
Yeah, you didn't even go to Perth. It was all freaking done via Zoom and emails and shit like that. You never stuck foot on a plane to go there. So
I thoughts on Birmingham's new signing. Which one?
Yeah, I like derbies.
The young kid that we picked up from La Masia, or the Spanish international? Which one?
There's a few. I like Jordan Ibe from Bournemouth to Derby. That's a great one. Former Liverpool. Gun. Huh?
You can have him.
You couldn't afford him anyway.
We've already had him.
Yeah, I know. What have we got? Yes,
and he was rubbish back then.
No, he's a gun now. Great work, boys. No, cheers. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. We're just sort of sitting here at the moment. As I said, Lucas was more of a
Again, Luke, which one? They're all fucking Spanish.
Dude, it's like
they're all Spanish.
It's like the Wolves. It's like the Wolves of the Championship, mate. They only buy Portuguese superstars, mate.
You know why? They're cheap.
Yeah, they want the Portuguese superstars, mate.
They're cheap.
But yeah, no, thanks everyone for jumping on tonight, and obviously, hearing what Lucas has got to say. Hopefully, we'll get him on obviously next season when we've got a bit of an idea of when that's going to happen. So that way we can talk to him a little bit more about what's happening and what he thinks the new season obviously looks like and everything else. Be sure to, as I was saying, go subscribe to the YouTube side of things. Go give us a like on Facebook if you haven't. Share the hell out of all the posts that we do put up. It is muchly appreciated to get it out there. You can find us on, obviously, Anchor, Spotify. We are on Apple.
Exclamation mark podcast.
There you go, exclamation podcast. And we'll bring all those up. So you
don't have to say it.
Huh?
I do all this so you don't have to say it.
I know. That's great. But yeah, be sure to go find us on one of those if you have missed it. And so forth. Yeah. But as I said, guys, it is muchly appreciated for everyone jumping in. There it is.
Yeah, I just did.
One I sent you. Well, there you go. No idea. No,
he's talking to me.
Remember to join in on Benno's Jackbox party this Sunday for the usual fun and games. Absolutely. We can't not talk about the Jackbox while we're here, can we? So be sure, obviously on a Sunday, he's doing it as he usually does. Nice, chilled, relaxed, calm streams on a Sunday. Where he does it with obviously the regulars. Be sure to jump in and get in on the action. I believe you can have up to 8 people in the actual game per se at one time. So first in, best dressed. At the end of the day, it's a trigger war.
We open it to the audience now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like there's 8 people you can actually who can actually play. The 4 obviously jump in will be obviously Ben and the regulars, and then there's usually 4 spots left for you guys, so be sure to jump in on that. As I said, it's fastest internet first. As far as I'm concerned. What do we got?
I keep pinging and I don't know why.
So yeah, anyway.
Luke's doing oh shit damn mod because I made him a mod on your YouTube channel.
Absolutely. You are a mod. Very good.
Because I did it earlier.
Yeah, he's been one for ages.
On YouTube he hadn't.
On mine, YouTube?
Yeah.
I thought he had.
No, I did it earlier. I did it earlier in stream.
That must have been just on Twitch. Alright, anyway, we're going to leave it there. We do thank you guys for jumping on. As I said, be sure to go over and check out Benno's content. There will be a trailer coming on the weekend, obviously, FIFA 21.
It drops Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, there we go.
Very early Saturday morning for us.
There you go. Saturday morning, you guys will find out who will be the team on FIFA 21 that he will be taking on his Road to Glory, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Road to Glory, so there you go.
Probably a hybrid Road to Glory.
So yeah.
Half YSL, half regular players. Yeah. I'm going to change it up a bit.
Very good. Get your thoughts in the chat. Get your thoughts, obviously, on the Discord. Go join the Discord. Get your thoughts in there, who you think it may be.
Correct, Luke, you do. Can we get an SO for Luke?
SO?
Oh, sorry. It's a fucking Twitch term.
I was about to say, I'm not on Twitch, mate. That's why it confused me.
No, but it's fucking force of habit.
Oh, I know. Have grand final stream Saturday.
He does. For his...
Okay, gotcha, yeah.
You put it in the Discord this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Go check out Luke's stuff as well. Obviously, talking about Newcastle Jets, it's all Newcastle.
Stream soon. When I can find 5 minutes. with FIFA 21, what, 12 days away? Probably not.
Yeah, it's a tough
Well, and that's the thing. Lads is done. We've won the Europa League. We've already won the Champions League. I was filling time with it. Yeah, I was filling time for it.
Exclamation mark, Luke Sports Gaming. If it doesn't work?
It won't, because he doesn't have access to the stream elements bot.
There you go.
I'll have to make a command for it.
It's alright, Luke, we'll make one. Luke Sports Gaming on YouTube. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Bang. End of the story. It's right there.
Luke
Sports Gaming.
Shut up, Luke.
Hey?
Shut up, Luke. So we can win the Champions League. We can win the Europa League. Do you think we can win the Eredivisie? Nah.
Nah.
Best we finish like 5th.
Talking about FIFA 21, I'm actually going to freaking get into FIFA 21. I'm actually going to do a career mode myself.
Are you going to do a trailer?
Probably not, because I don't have time. And I don't have people like you've got people to do the trailer. So to help me.
That's a surprise.
To help me with the trailer. That's what I meant to say.
Surprise.
It's a trailer. You've told them there's a trailer. It's coming.
Yeah. So what was for dinner tonight? Honey mustard chicken.
Honey mustard chicken. Ooh.
And I had it before stream.
I had homemade burgers. It was bloody good.
Tomorrow's ravioli.
But yeah, I'll be doing one myself. No idea what I'm going to actually do with it yet. It's going to be a lot better than obviously the Sunderland one. I don't know, couldn't get into it. FIFA 20 it just shit.
You did what I did when I first started doing FIFA career modes. You take the last couple of weeks of the FIFA cycle, work out what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
So that when you start for the next FIFA cycle, you hit the ground running.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
Yes, Timmy Woods. Yes, I did see that.
Yeah, I saw Timmy's one. I've actually watched a few. I saw Timmy's, I saw DK's, I saw... there was another one I saw. I watched Cutsies, I think, as well.
Cutsies. But, yes. But yeah, anyway, we're going to leave it there. We're going to wrap it up as we carry on, as always. We're not going to listen to the chat anymore. We're done. Because you guys just make us talk.
Talkies.
I'll be on stream some point over the weekend. Ben will be on stream over the weekend. And obviously Luke will be there obviously on Saturday as well, so be sure to go check out Lukey as well. Other than that, we will catch you guys later. We thank you very much for jumping on. Next week's show, there'll be a show. We'll leave it at that.
That means we don't know yet.
There's a couple of possibilities, but at the end of the day, you will see our faces regardless.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky. Who knows, mate? We might just have a friggin' D&M bloody...
friggin' catch up.
End of season review. Be sure to go check out the Jet streams as well. They done one the other week. 2 hours.
Yeah. Massive
Big one for 2 hours. So if you get through it, happy days. If not, just skip through, get through all the good bits. You'll get I'm sure there's plenty of shit in there like we put out. It just sort of just gets into it. But yeah. Other than that, guys, be sure to go check out Gabriel Mar, optometrist at Jasmine. We do thank Lockie, his father, and the guys down there very, very much. As we said, ! specs in the chat. $99, saving $100 obviously on that stuff. And if you're part of a health fund, you'll probably waive it completely, and you'll probably be able to pick up 2 pairs if you really, really want to. So other than that, guys, we'll catch you later. Ben, thanks again, muchly appreciated.
Always a pleasure, my man. And as we are speaking right now, guess what? Podcast is uploaded. I'm about to hit friggin' send on it.
Mate, professional.
All over it, mate.
Can we get an applause? Everyone in the chat, can we get an applause?
I'm all over it, mate. While you were doing a bit of this, I had the headphones on. I was in Premiere.
It's how he rolls. That's why. Right? When you've got the goods, you keep the goods. You get rid of the shit and you keep the goods. I'm telling you. But yeah, thanks, Luke. Absolutely. Get the round of applause. There's one more for Ben. Give it to him.
No worries. I'm here to help.
Right.
Oh, you're welcome.
Siri friggin' wanted a piece of the action.
What about Siri? No, it's not Siri. You're Samsung.
Oh, well, whatever her name is. Whatever. Does she even have a name?
Turn her off. Bixby,
that's her.
Turn her off.
But I don't even hear from her. I don't even know why she popped up. But anyway.
Oh, matey boy got in trouble from Nightbot.
Come on. Bloody emotes.
Yeah, it's because he did the same emote to us.
Wow. Bloody hell.
Yeah, and I have to look into Nightbot. Why do we have Nightbot again?
I can't even remember. I didn't even think he put anything up.
I set it up for something.
That was in the chat an hour ago. What else did he put up?
No. I set Nightbot up for your channel for something. I can't remember what for.
No idea.
It's there for something.
Absolutely.
I know.
Anyway.
I'll have to lighten it. But podcast has been sent. You'll probably see it on Spotify tomorrow morning.
Absolutely. On your way to work, if you've missed half of it, there you go. Other than that, we'll catch you guys later. As always,
we hate Coast Scum.
Absolutely, we hate Coast Scum. We'll catch you later, guys. See you next week, and go the Reds tomorrow morning. Take it easy, guys. See ya.